So you can see the little pollen sacs on there.
Yeah.
That's all pollen. And then what she'll do is she'll go in, and if you look right in here, and tell me if you can't see, because
that's right.
right there you can see a little chunk right there.
Yep.
They kick it off their back legs, and then they put it in there, and that's what they feed their baby bees. And we'll get to the baby bees in a little bit. But all the liquid stuff, all the shiny stuff, that's all nectar. And then as they dry it down, it turns into honey.
We are recreating food systems that had been lost. As we work to reestablish this now on smaller parcels of trust land that our tribes have, our reservations, we need to determine what are those needs. How do we go about doing that? And if we are staying coordinated between the tribes, who grows what? And how do we make that where we understand that this indeed is a shared food system?
The Great Lakes Intertribal Food Coalition is comprised of all 11 federally recognized tribes in Wisconsin. It's a new coalition that derived out of the Tribal Elder Food Box program and is addressing needs in Wisconsin around food sovereignty and food insecurity within our tribal nations and communities. If you're looking at it from a producer standpoint, there's a lot of need in capacity building, equipment, infrastructure. If you're looking at it from a tribal standpoint, out of that community perspective, I would say there's a lot more need in education around what a traditional food is, and how to work with those foods and incorporate those foods into your lives daily, rather than maybe just during ceremonial times or certain times of the year.
My name is Jeff Mears. I'm a citizen of the Oneida Nation, and I'm the Executive Director of the Wisconsin Tribal Conservation Advisory Council. WICAC is guided by, we have a board with an appointed representative from each of the 11 federally recognized tribes in Wisconsin. Some of the training that we've had is Producer Safety Alliance training, training producers how to safely handle vegetables in the field that they grow. We've also had training on healthy soils and training on how to work with NRCS programs. One of the most important things that we do is not just the content of the workshops, but it's building that cohort of tribal producers. We want them to get to know each other, know they can depend on each other. One of the things with trainings at breaks and other times, they're asking each other questions, and they want to be able to identify contacts for them, who they can contact with the different tribes. And I think that's the most important thing we can do, is bringing people together to learn from each other.
I would say partnership can help to support capacity building by really looking at what's needed. What are you trying to do? Then what resources, whether that be equipment, whether that be knowledge, whether that be just connections, what do you need to be able to get to where you're trying to go and to accomplish what you're trying to do? And so if you don't know where to start, it's a lot harder than if you got a little bit of a helping hand to get you going. I think of really connecting the resources to support building that capacity is a lot of the opportunity that we have.
Our staff has increased their capacity significantly by working alongside our partners and being able to travel to different trainings at other tribes as well. That capacity was really instrumental in our staff being able to work autonomously in the field in a way that was knowledgeable and productive. So building our local capacity was really helpful, and not just of our staff, but also of our community members as well. Right now, there are a lot of intertribal interactions that are happening and relationships that are building on existing relationships within the state of Wisconsin. There's just so much that can be done. There's the start of this infrastructure in place for tribes to support other tribes with production.
Wisconsin is known for its distribution systems, and we want to be a part of that or understand how Wisconsin puts that together, but we want to make sure it's done in an ecologically sound way and with the types of products that tribal nations need.